think Jen and I can completely and honestly, without a doubt, say that Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, was an outstanding game from beginning to end at all aspects: gameplay, design, graphics, voice work, characters, story, soundtrack. And when they released Expedition 33, they said, we are not going to expand on this game anymore. What you got is what you got. We'll tweak it, we'll fix things, we'll add a little mode here and there. There'll be no DLC though. Once you get to the ending, which as Jed and I both know, it's an ending. And if you choose the correct ending, it's the right ending. It's a perfect ending.
Both endings are very definitive, though.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
yeah.
tack on anything to the end.
Yeah, yeah. So you play this game, you get to an ending, and the whole point is about dealing with grief. That's what the whole game's point is about, dealing with grief in either a messed up way or a healthy way. But Expedition 33 was done. And Jed and I have had multiple conversations. Man, we get teased with the world of Clair Obscur, what's going on. So when I saw this earlier this week, it gladdened my little gamer nerd heart. Yes, another Clair Obscur game is coming. Expedition 33 is one of the stories that we want to tell in the franchise, teases directors. Let's read through this and then we will comment. Good news! Clair Obscur Expedition 33 fans, Clair Obscur is not just a shortened name for the developer Sandfall Interactive's blockbuster RPG. It's also the name of the entire franchise. Hell yeah. Clair Obscur is a franchise name. 33 is one of the stories that we want to tell in this franchise. Director Guillaume Broche told Mr. Matty Plays, thanks to the gamer. Exactly what it will look like and what the console will be is still too soon to announce, but what is sure is that this is not the end of the Clair Obscur franchise. And if
They
that wasn't
set it
pointed
up
out,
perfectly. Sorry,
yeah,
but they set it up perfectly. Is just like you said, you tease the broader world. I don't want to spoil the end of the game because I really think everyone should experience it for themselves. But the way that they set up the world, they have limitless possibilities. They literally opened up the bounds of creativity to create any story in any sort of world and any sort of environment with any sort of gameplay, and it can all connect so seamlessly. So this is it was brilliant in my opinion to give themselves so much freedom to go forward. They're never going to be locked into doing the same thing over and over again. There's always going to be the opportunity to innovate, and I think that's one of the great things about this game is it innovates a lot of great things, establish things. This game is perfect at taking what we know and love from a million different things and perfecting it and integrating it well into a cohesive whole. So I can't wait to see what comes next.
yeah,
We can have the writers, the painters.
exactly.
There's
There could
endless
be other
stories to
factions.
tell.
There could be other factions out there.
A music faction.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, think about with the music score they already have for this game. Imagine with the.
Dude, I would love to work for these guys. Like I'm not gonna lie, I looked up job openings at Sandfall. They're all in France, so I couldn't apply for any. But it's still like I would love to work for these guys because there's just so much opportunity. Any story could integrate. It really could integrate with anything. I'm a little disappointed, though. I do have to say this. I'm disappointed that Clair Obscur is the name of the entire universe because, for those who don't know, Clair Obscur is the name of the art style. It's that sharp black, those deep blacks that we see in the game, and it works really well for this one because the art style of the game is a Clair Obscur art style, but I think that locks in that art style a little too much unless they're just throwing it in there and saying, hey, we're just going to call it this and leave it at that.
That's what I think it is. That because it landed the way it did, we've seen many franchises which say this and then other things exist within it. It's just the foundation.
It would feel pretty disconnected. It works really well for this one and connects really well for this one. So I'm hoping it's a series inside the universe. So if the Clair Obscur sequel would be another story with this art style, but there can be other stories with different art styles or story styles that are in the same universe, just not in the same series. That's how I hope. Otherwise, it's disconnected.
Well, either way, no matter what, this excites me.
Oh, absolutely.
And we don't need to continue. This is just them describing what goes on in the game. What went on with the success of the game. This game was a massive success. Small team, 33 to 50 people made this game. Like 50 people made this game on what we're going to assume is a normal size budget, and then released it as is. And Dre, with your experience, this game made all the money.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, just made an unequivocal amount of money. To say the least, it justifies existence, is to say the least. This game, not only was it held in high esteem, but everybody and their grandmama got their hands on that was into the genre.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure how much the game cost in its production. I
They
don't
haven't
remember off the
said
top of
it.
my head.
They haven't said it
It's
actually.
reported to be between 15 and $20 million.
Get the freak
And
out
it
of here.
sold, and
Oh my
Jed, it
goodness.
sold by now it's probably more like 4 to 5 million copies at this point.
Oh yeah,
And
within the
That's the
first 3 months, it sold 3 million copies.
yeah.
copies,
So
At
not
$50.
players,
yeah,
not
yeah,
Mhm.
players,
copies.
Thank you.
copies.
I
Yeah,
love that they
copies.
use the actual term. So we haven't had
Yeah.
any updated sales data, but
Mhm.
3
But
million
nonetheless,
at
that's a low
$50 a pop.
budget that's a low budget game. That's a low budget game. That's
And
how that works.
it looked great, Jed, didn't
Yeah.
it? Looked
Oh,
fantastic.
it was beautiful. There was no real reports of devastating game bugs. Like it
Well,
was
I didn't have one
released
bug.
finished.
I never hit a
I didn't
bug.
really have any bugs. I didn't
I
hear
didn't hit a
anything.
bug.
I did play it a month later than everybody else, so there might have been game day
So did
launch
I,
issues.
but I mean, you know.
But yeah, I never heard any major issues. They released it finished,
Yeah.
and
And you played it on
I know
PC, right? You played it on PC?
I played it on my Steam Deck and
Oh,
had
yeah.
no issues with it. I do understand the criticism that recency bias is a play into this, but I really do believe this is one of the greatest games of all time. And I'm trying to hold out the final say on it to eliminate the recency bias, but it could topple Witcher 3 as my favorite game of all
Wow.
time.
That's a
Very
lot from
easily.
you.
That's
That is a
heavy.
lot from me. I'm replaying
Yeah.
Witcher
Ooh,
3 right now, and it just pales in comparison. So I love the
that's heavy.
world of The Witcher and the books. So I think as a franchise, Witcher 3 is still one of my or
Witcher
Witcher is
3
one of
is like the culmination of all
Mhm.
that. This is the beginning of something.
and if the beginning
And
is this exciting, we
I
could
mean,
be seeing
I put like 150
generational
hours into
stories.
this game. That's how much I
Mhm.
put into it. I put a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of
about
time
the
into this game.
same. I
Yeah.
platinumed it. I don't do that very often.
I still have to
And
platinum it because I couldn't get those last couple things, but
it's incredible. And I don't like the normal aspects of this game. Like turn-based combat, I have zero interest in turn-based combat.
Mm.
This one made it exciting and fun, and I just want to go back into the game to play the combat, like not even just to replay it. It's like, hey, I still have it downloaded on my Steam Deck to open it at any time just to go into a random fight.
Mhm. And the combat it's a brilliant concept. It's a combination of basically action RPG, but with turn-based aspects to it, where you still have to select and figure out your game plan, but you
Mhm.
can't just sit back. You have to still interact. Of course, at
It
level
keeps you
99,
invested and involved.
at level 99 with the builds I was running, I annihilated everything that I had. After a certain point, even on the hardest difficulty level, the game was not a challenge for me. But I like it like that. It proved that I put the time and the work in to level up to 99 and to get as much points as possible to spec my primary team as well as I wanted to. I earned the ass whooping I
Mhm.
delivered on this game, and it
Oh
felt
yeah,
good.
it doesn't start out easy. It only
Oh
becomes
no.
easy. You earn it getting easier.
If you are a member of this channel, you can go back and watch my replays of my game. Those first few sessions, I was getting my ass kicked because timing, this and that, dodging, parrying, of running into zones which were stronger. By session 3 or 4, I had started to distance myself from the section where the level range I was supposed to be in, and I was getting stronger. But if you mess up, you still get your ass kicked. So you had to have redundancies in
Mhm.
place. But the game rewarded you for your
Mhm.
diligency and your vigilance. And that's what old school gaming was about, rewarding you for your hard work, not just making it harder for the sake of making it harder.
And
And
they still had the opportunity for really hard stuff like the
yeah,
Simon battle. Even at level 99, that's gonna be a
oh yeah,
difficult fight.
at level 99, unless you have at least the specific way to beat it that I showed Jed,
Mhm.
you either have to be a god of dodge and parry to beat Simon. Traditionally. Otherwise, you have to use the mechanic that I stumbled into and then
Mhm.
showed to Jed, which Jed can confirm works perfectly.
It
A couple
works
things have to
very well.
line up. A couple things have to line up, but once it lines up, you basically lock Simon down and you can finish him before he does a god awful move which wipes out your primary party. And if you don't have my L, you're fucked.
Really are. But
She
yeah,
is the
it's
juggernaut.
made for gamers. There's no
Yeah.
journalist mode on here. There's no,
No.
hey, you just want to have fun. It's like you're going to have fun and you're going
Yeah.
to earn it every second. And I just did a little bit of math. It looks like this game could easily at this point made $200 million on a
Wow.
$20 million budget. And it had virtually no marketing. I didn't know this game
Oh,
existed
out of
until
nowhere.
after it came out.
Out of it's long. I knew it was coming out, but I knew nothing of it. And I saw this game looks interesting. I'm gonna put it on my watch list. And then it came out. I still knew nothing. I just knew that everybody loved it. And I thought, okay, I'm definitely gonna do this. And then there was I had the delay in getting Lunar remaster collection. I'm like, I have $40 sitting around that I had earmarked for this. I'll get Expedition 33. It's
It
already
was a
reduced to
great
$1.
investment for me.
Yeah.
But just talking about what Dre normally talks about is, does it justify its own existence? It paid for 8 sequels.
That was my next point. Thank you.
You're lucky to pay for one sequel. They have
Yeah.
enough money that they could make multiple. And I don't want them to just expand their team and start making multiple games at once.
No,
do
they
the same
said they're
thing you
keeping their
did.
same team. They're not
Keep
doing
the
it.
same
It's
team,
same
make
team.
one game, and with that money, you could do it a little bit faster because it did take them like 5 years to make this game. So just you use that money to make it a little bit faster, pump out another game in another 2 or 3 years, and
Yeah.
just do that for the next decade, and they'll rake in billions.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
be surprised if we see the next installment.
Mhm.
And I won't say sequel because because Mael's story is over. Her story is done.
Her
the next
sisters,
ins-
on the other hand,
Yeah,
Clair,
yeah,
I would
Clair.
be interested in a Clair sequel.
Clair is an angry woman.
Dude,
That's an
her
angry woman.
story with Simon is so subtle. Most people miss it. Most people
Yeah,
don't even know that there's a
unless you
connection.
go do that level
Mhm.
and understand.
And you have to do Flying Manor before Simon.
Yeah, yes, which I did do. And you understand the level to which Claire's anger is, that she even screws over. All right, spoilers. Spoiler, 1 second here.
The minor spoiler.
Earmuffs.
Side story spoiler.
Earmuffs.
Claire is such a bitter woman to what her mother and father were doing in this game that she goes in and screws over the alternate version of herself. She annihilates the ultimate version of herself. She turns it into a tortured creature. That's how bitter and angry she is.
She tortured her alternate version's boyfriend,
Yeah.
corrupted them both, turned them into massive weapons, and fired them at her parents.
Yeah, that's how effed up Claire is. And if you put us in her role in a vengeance-driven story, I'm there for it.
Absolutely.
I'm there for
Instead
it.
of grief, dealing with vengeance. Because in the grief
Yeah.
storyline, there's no one really to blame, and I love that.
Yeah.
There's no real villain.
Yeah, I mean,
don't believe that Renoir. I don't think Renoir, the real Renoir, did anything wrong. And
no,
even
he
the
just
fake
wanted to
Renoir.
save his family. He just wanted to save his family. It's all he wanted to do. And I always forget the wife's name, the mother's name. What was her name? I always get it wrong.
Oh, the paintress.
Yeah,
That's what
paintress.
most people
Well,
refer to her as.
yeah.
I don't remember her.
I should know her name. I keep forgetting her name. But she didn't do anything wrong either because she was trying to save what was left of her son in that painting. So it's a tragedy. This game is a wonderful, epic tragedy. And then Mael is just the unfortunate catalyst for all of it, but then the one who is maybe suffering the most because she's carrying the guilt and everybody ignores her and treats her like shit. But then she's the one. It's a glorious game, and I want to see more of it, and we're gonna get more of it. And I'd even want to do a writer's game, just because I'm a writer, and I want to see what is it. Are they as bad as the painters are painting them out to be? What if
you could do some really cool stuff with that, entering books, just like you do the paintings.
Man.
I'd like to see a Clair versus the writers.
And then I want a writer's point of view. I don't know, are they really the villains they've been painted out to be?
I mean, how's it in the chat, Eileen? Or
Eileen, thank you, Kale. And Verso may have been an innocent victim in all this, but was the retaliation from the writers, was it warranted? Do we know?
If Clair was involved, it might have been warranted.
Yeah.
She probably did something fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. So I think like by 2027, we're probably going to get another installment. That's my guess.
So.
And I'm ready for it. I'm excited. This is a brilliant franchise. It's a franchise to replace things that have been taken and destroyed. It's adding something new without desecrating the old. And I'm ready for it. I'm excited. And this is a question I asked on Friday, and I'm going to keep asking it for the next few days in different streams. I asked him, "What are you excited for?" This is something I'm excited for, genuinely excited for, and I cannot wait for more of it. And I mean, I waited a month like you before I got into it. I'm day one. Next
Oh,
game,
absolutely.
day one.
I'm so confident in Sandfall, I will pre-order it, and I have
Yeah,
a
I'll
rule
pre-order it
against
and get
pre-ordering.
any bonus I can get from it. I'll take it. I want it. I'm
Oh, I'm
excited.
getting the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my hands on the collectible soundtrack
Hmm.
that they have coming
That
out.
soundtrack, my favorite one is the soundtrack used to
The
fight
Simon Battle.
The Simon Battle. The Phase 2 when it kicks over. It's like, oh, that Simon fight. If you want to watch my Simon fight, it is on my channel. That is public. You can go check it out, where I stumble into my victory. I literally stumble into it at about 10 out of the 16 minutes in. I'm sitting there. You can watch me pause. I jump back and forth on menus, and I realize, wait a minute. This is the way. I figured it out. This son of a bitch is going down. And you could hear my excitement. It was like, I got it. And it's great. It's great. And I did it twice. I did redo it just to make sure it did work before I said to Jed, yes, this will work twice. So this game, I cannot recommend it enough. It's probably on sale on multiple platforms at this point.
No.
Go pick it up. Support Sandfall. These guys are making good games. These are the good people from Ubisoft who said, we are done with your shit. We're going to stop being suppressed and oppressed and go and make the game we want to make, and they delivered it. Good games will still happen. You just got to support them.
It's the perfect blend of classic talent, like early Ubisoft, and ground up grassroots new talent. Because the writer and the composer never worked in the video game industry before. They found them on Reddit and the French version of SoundCloud. It's how they found the writer and composer. These are real people like us who have talent, who got their big break, who were able to show the world what they were capable of. And these are real gamers, real fans, people who care. And I think it's an incredible thing. I wish more studios like this could have the success of Expedition 33. I want to see more things like this, because this is AAA level content quality with real creators and fans. And it's an independent movement. I don't believe anyone who says this is a AAA game. I laugh in your face.
It's a AA game.
Yeah, they got some funding from Kepler at the last minute and got them switched over to Unreal 5. That's not enough to make this a AAA game. It's not like it's owned by Xbox.
And these guys are the future of AAA. They are the future AAA is what these guys are. And that's what I've been saying for a long time. We are at that moment where we are seeing the future AAA who are going to take over for the crumbling corpos that we see before us right now. So there it is. I'm excited. It's fun to be excited about a gaming franchise again. That, honestly, I think is getting people reminding that, hey, guess what? RPGs are awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.